Now that we've covered things you must do as a rep, we'll start going over things you could do, things you aren't expected to do, and things you should not do in your role. There are a number of optional opportunities for course reps, so if you're looking to expand your skill set or you just want to get more involved, you could sit on a disciplinary or appeals panel. Panels of these kind require a student perspective, so we will contact you regularly with these types of opportunities. You can represent students at university committees. You'll have the option to sit on a number of different committees that discuss a range of topics. This is another optional opportunity that we will regularly communicate with you, so be sure you're checking your emails as they are on a first come, first served basis. You could take part in surveys and forums to give feedback. We'll occasionally send you surveys or organize focus groups for both the SU and the university, so you'll have the opportunity to take part in creating widespread change across the uni. You can assist with getting new courses approved by reviewing requests from academic staff within your faculty for new courses that they're designing. And you could start your own course-based society by working with a staff member at the SU to create opportunities for your students on your course, or you could always join an existing society. We send regular updates to all of our course reps with opportunities, faculty news, updates from your vice presidents and faculty reps, and more, so be sure that we're not going to your spam folder. As a course rep, you are a leader within your community, and while you do have some additional responsibilities, there are some things that you are not expected to or shouldn't have to do. You shouldn't deal with students' personal issues. You are there as a voice for your course, not as a sounding board for people to complain to. If students are struggling, send them to the appropriate support services, which we'll go over on the next slide. You shouldn't help students with academic appeals. Again, you should be sending them along to the appropriate support service for their situation. You shouldn't represent other courses. You've been elected to represent a specific cohort of students. If students on another course reach out to you, please send them to your course rep coordinator or your faculty rep. You shouldn't make on-the-spot decisions on behalf of your course mates. If you're asked a question and you're unsure of the answer, it's okay to say, I'll have to ask the group and get back to you. You shouldn't wait for students to get in touch with any issues. Be sure all your course mates know you are the course rep and have access to your preferred contact method. And you should not prioritize your rep role over your studies. You are here as a student to learn. If you are feeling overwhelmed, you have a schedule conflict, or you need any other support in your role, please reach out to your rep coordinator. As a rep, you may be approached by students you represent for help and support. Often, this will be something you can raise yourself. However, sometimes students will approach you with matters that you shouldn't get directly involved with, such as those related to a student's personal issues. In these instances, you would signpost that student. Signposting is indicating where students can go to get further support. The SU and the uni have a lot of support services for students. It will be up to you to determine the best place to send them, but if you're ever in doubt, you can ask a member of staff or contact your rep coordinator. The SU Advice Team is a free and confidential service available to all students. As the SU is a separate charity from the university, nothing recorded with them is recorded with ARU. The SU Advice Team can offer support and provide information on a range of issues. This includes things like if a student was in hospital and missed an exam, if a student was accused of an assessment offense, roommate disputes, placement issues, disability concerns, and much more. Students can arrange one-to-one appointments with an SU advisor, and appointments can be face-to-face, online, or over the phone. If you're not sure where to signpost a student, the SU Advice Team is a great starting point. Don't forget you can use this service for yourself as well should you need support for personal issues. Study Skills Plus offers sessions on a range of different academic skills to help students increase their knowledge and abilities. They're located in the library and offer group sessions as well as individual sessions. Money advice can help students plan for their financial future and address any issues they may be facing in terms of student loans, tuition, living expenses, or any other money-related concerns. Academic advisors through the iCenter. If a student needs to make some technical changes to their academic status or needs support for absences, the academic advisors located in the iCenter can help. They can process extensions, mitigation requests, and sort out timetabling changes. And finally, counselling and well-being. This is a confidential service provided by ARU. If a student needs mental health support or needs to speak with a professional counsellor, they can contact Counselling and Wellbeing to book a consultation. Both the email and number for this service can be found online and on the ARU app. Now let's take a look at some possible situations you might be faced with as a course rep and think about what you might do in those scenarios. A student has approached you saying that they feel anxious about returning to campus and the lockdown has greatly impacted their mental health. You should send that student to counselling and well-being and encourage them to make an appointment with a counsellor. Students can find more information about this online or on the ARU app. A student is concerned about paying their student accommodation rent. On an individual level, you should let these students know the best place to go is money advice. A student has approached you with concerns over a completed assignment, they've been accused of plagiarism, and they don't know what to do. Direct the student to make an appointment with the SU advice team. They can find more information on this service and make an appointment through our website. And finally, a student has come to you and asked if you can read over an essay before they submit it. Let that student know that there are professionals ready to help in Study Skills Plus. If you're ever in any doubt about what to do, if you have questions about optional opportunities, or you're unsure of the best place to send a student, please contact your rep coordinator. You've now reached the end of this section of training. This was the third of 4 videos that make up your rep training. Please answer the questions below before attempting to move on to the next section. If you have any questions or require any clarification on the information provided, please contact your rep coordinator as soon as possible.